shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Gentlemen, let's get started. Now, my name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. You're going to need a tablet and a pen, so please go get it so we can begin. Now, this is always live. I do these things 6 days a week in case you have a question or two. No excuses. From here, there's no pictures, no recording, because I want you to put it in your mind and have a habit forming. As we play this game, I like goodies. Do you like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions, and helicopters, and yachts? Well, I obtained them all. Why haven't you? Now, my story wasn't as easy. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So your journey can begin today with me, and that'll be very simple and have some fun too. But understand, if you want to feel sorry for yourself, it's 3 minutes or less. Mine's 3 seconds. I got to go. I got to feed a family. Now, I need you to look behind the curtain. What does that mean? I don't think you ever look behind the curtain. I think you accept the word no and you allow people to knock you down. You follow ducks and sheep. I'm going to show you exactly what that means today. Now, let's get out all your personal credit cards in your personal wallet now. If you don't, let's at least write down the rules and tools, okay? Every card you have in your personal wallet needs a sticky. You write down the limit. You maintain 25%, always, never past 29%. See, this is 100,000. That gives you safety credit of 71,000. What I want you to understand, you never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Most of you jacked it up, dropped a score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and your family in a corner, and you can write off dilly squat. Does that sound about right? Line of defense. And understand, I'm the guy that's going to teach you how to maintain a 750 the rest of your life. These two cards don't fluctuate, ever. So that means if you listen to the rules and tools today, you can max these out to $1 million as long as you maintain the payment. Your score never goes below 750 again. Now, TRW was Thomas Raymond Woolridge, Bicycle Parts Information Business. How do I know? I got to train Ken Yarborough. He became security chief at TRW in this period. And when I drew this one years ago, the first one of these, it was good, fair, or hell no. These cards balance your score. You don't drop it anymore. You're going to maintain a 750 the rest of your life when I get you there. From there, it's not hard to do as long as you follow through. See, you just have to follow through so I can get you one of these. Is that okay? I do this for people every day. Now, understand, you're going to get your tablet and pen ready to go because we don't want you to make a mistake. And we don't want the kids in school to do the same mistake you made. You see, we need them to learn from your mistakes. So play. The Millionaire Building Call with me blueprints you. Past, present, future. Family. Corporation. The division process. Irrevocable trust. Car should have been in a division, not even you. From here, house should have been through a trust, not you too. And then you have to look at residual income. The next thing is cash flow for your time. I put in my book 45 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. So understand, ask yourself a question. I need you to write down 2 things. You ready to write it down? I want you to ask yourself a question. Number 1, do you want to enhance your income or do you want to replace it? Write them both down, then I want you to circle the one that you want. Got it? See, I need you to get your hands dirty. I need you to master your future. Problem you got is you. See, it's like when you watch TikTok, Google, and YouTube and all the blah, blah, blah. You should be focusing, what is in it for me? Me. What's in it for me? All those people going blah, 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 blah all day. If they're not willing to hold your hand personally, like I do for 29 million millionaires and 28 billionaires, 45 years in person or online, the reality is I think it's a bunch of BS. But that's just my opinion. You want some time to play with me? Simple. I'm normally $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day, but as my wife calls this my hobby, you can get me for 15 minutes for $250. From there, if you want 3, you get a discount of $5.99. You want 7, it's $12.99. From there, if you want a year, that's 13 grand. But if you did it during this broadcast, it's $49.99. It's only through me. I can only sell my time. Nobody else can do that too. So let's understand. Chapter 18. If you have a corporation, oh, goody for you. Wow. When they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Sorry to say, but it's true. Now let's understand. A corporation is a legal person. It's right there. Let me circle it for you. All right. I heard this listening to Mrs. Host's poker game on a Wednesday night. They had one every Wednesday night. From there, I was 7.5 years old. They told me it was weird, probably true. I didn't pay attention, probably you either. It says may sue or be sued. Now here's our problem. It's very simple. I went down to the Torrance Police Department the next day, library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. 5 minutes later, here's a microfiche. Here's a book. I read the book. Big deal. You have read the books too. Your problem, I'm going to point out, is still you. When I sent away my money order, the Secretary of State of California, I sent $10. I was 9.5 years old. It's very simple. So I was a little weird of a kid. I learned to read at 2.5 years old to memorize all the words. So what did I do? I got basically a corporation because I spent $10 and you pay the filing fee. See, I don't understand why some of you pay thousands of dollars to an attorney CPA corporate service and you didn't learn diddly squat. And they took your money. All corporations free, you just pay a filing fee. Now I got Helping Hand Industries at 9.5. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. Wow! Scared the hell out of us. I was 9.5. See, people get credit cards in the mail in the 70s and 80s. I even got named in the movie Dave. Now I screwed up at 12.5. When I started the Orange County Blind Center, I was named in a lawsuit. I didn't realize I needed to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. Can you write down never bring the pain home, please? Now understand what we're going to think about today. When I was a little boy, they kept saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked what that meant. All I got is back is all the grown-ups I thought were stupid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. You see, a corporation today, when they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Unless you do the division process I invented in 85, 86. So if you have an LLC, which you don't need that anyway, you should have never did an LLC then, in my opinion, until you're in the profit zone. But again, it's okay. January 1st, the Treasury Department wants to come talk to you. You're going to pierce your veil. They're going to kick your assets. Isn't that fun? So let's put our ducks in a row. There's a corp in 3 divisions and never bring the pain what? Home. Warning about me. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I tell it like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. Half the people on this planet are freaking lazy. The other half to be a little crazy, and let's see you believe it, go get it. But again, I'm the godfather of credit. I build millionaires and billionaires all the time. I will tell you what to do, and I will basically treat you like you're 2 years old. What is your goal again? Never bring the pain home. Got it so far? Now, I want to set up your goal list with you, past, present, future. I want to do a daily list, a weekly list, and I'll work on your project list. I want to get you to 5 million. Is that okay? Again, what do you do when you have everything you want? Well, at 26, I brought in $2.6 billion of corporate structure. And there's one in the race boat. It's worth $1 million. What do? I got bored. I mean, when you have everything, what do? You get bored. So the reality is I started to help more people. My wife calls this my hobby. From there, I got this foolproof program. You can't even screw it up. Rich and famous people, Lakers, Clippers, and Angels and Dodgers too, and even Superman for Gold's Gym, college professor, homeless people. Giovanni did the first cartoon basically for black people in America. From there, little Karen, real estate in Long Beach, California, $1.2 million in 9 months. And we got Freeway Ricky, Nicky Ross, gold and platinum cards. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. I coached him every week. And within 6 months, he got brand new dump trucks doing millions a year. Your problem is you. See, you didn't take the time to understand the SS5 form. Now, you got your SSN, all right, when you're 14 to 16, unless you were born in 71 on, because Nixon took the gold standard out. So we the people, you allowed yourself to be one and a duck and a sheep. That stops today. For there's the SSN. From here, we look at the SS4. Can you put your hands like this? So let's understand. SS5 equals SSN, tax, and probate when they're dead. Time of death is to the state and federal government, so no one moves your stuff around, because they want to get it from you. SS4, no taxes due till you're profitable. So this means very simple. We'll talk about the type of corporation and my level 1 setup every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bottom line is, look at line 1 right there. Yeah, you can put your name there. It says legal name of entity, individual person. Are you a person? Now, if you're a crook, just go to prison. Hey, come on. If you don't file tax returns, you go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. I mean, he's so dumb, and he's smart too. He ruined his whole life and career. Listen to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine, ruined his career and his life. But guess what happens? If you write down 1244 on IRS.gov, I'll show you exactly what you get to do. You get to file a single filing with you in the corporation and not pay tax anyway. Almost no tax at all. Richard, my client, he screwed up too. He won Survivor the first show. I told him to leverage it to 15 million. He didn't listen because he said he only get to keep 375. He pissed it all away. He went to prison for 3.5 years too. 10 years probation, then he screwed it up again. So if you're a crook, just go to prison. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. So the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. Now, the United States of America Incorporated, 50 corps called states, state cities, and Chapter 9 bankruptcy. See, they planned the problem and they have an oh shit day too. So we the people, corporations and legal person, Supreme Court, and you can stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? Now let's write down division of me. Let's show you an example of what I did. It's pretty simple. Line 1 there, legal name of entity, individual person right there, corporation, division, subsidiary. I can build you a corporate umbrella for $1 million if you like. Pretty simple. Now, if we do what I do, it's like that Lamborghini right there. Here's the keys. Bum, 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 bum. What do we get to do? Pretty simple. If I buy the Lamborghini and the payment was $6,800 a month when I first got that one, all right, and if I do it personally and I can't pay it, they take it away and report it to the credit bureaus that I have shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C, and now I got double shitty credit. Well, that sucks. If I buy it through the corporation, they see my name on the officer's list, they sue the corp, they still sue me. Well, that'd be kind of stupid too. What did I do? Remember, I showed you SSN for SS4, right? I bought that Lamborghini through a division of a corporation. I guaranteed a division of me. What do I get to do? Pretty simple. Now, I have my apartment complex, commercial real estate. I did the donut change and all the other pieces. I have my 22,000 payphones, wrote a book on laundromats and dry cleaning and all these goodies too. If I got one shitty piece, I get to do the 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Did you write it down? I get to put that sucker over here while I manage all the other pieces. If I can't save it within 6 months, I can bankrupt it under the Federal Protection Act. Boom, there you go. Your banks and grocery stores do this in your face, and they write it off on their taxes too. But again, when you sign a lease, should be a division. Oh, which property you're going to get? Who's going to slip, fall, and sue you, screw you up? Division process. Now remember, money gets you honey. So under the SS4, no taxes due to your profitable. Then we look at the Fair Lending Act because you're not getting a raise big enough or win the lottery anyway. So we're going to get an unlimited card up to $1 million. And the Fair Lending Act says I can get 99 more. See, you got to understand how to finance the business and get the American dream. Mary's nice. She called me crying. Ooh. Well, she already screwed everything up. You see what she did? She's Ivy League education, $250,000 a year in salary. Starts her restaurant. She gives $10,000 to the attorney. Hey, looks, that's a good lease. Let's get some options too. Then she gives $5,000 to the CPA. She drops her score by using $98,000 of her personal credit. Booyah! Drops it and screws it all up. Calls them both. What did I do? What's her response? They have no idea what the hell they're doing when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Mary's problem is she didn't know how to play. That's your problem too, sorry. See, when the restaurant filed bankruptcy, all right, she had to bankrupt personally. She lost her home and her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. If Mary would have came to me in the beginning and been a CFO and that restaurant was a division, she could have disconnect, isolate, incorporate, throw the piece away, protect the corporate and family. Instead, she decided to be a duck and a sheep like most of you. So I'm going to certify you as a CFO. I'm going to make sure you stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? We play my way. Look at your corp today on Secretary of State's website. Come on. You'll find your name on the authors list. All right, you'll find your name as the incorporated. Fantastic. And you probably used your home address too, which means you put yourself on the national mailing list and robocall list. You did it to yourself. Kind of sucks. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Let's set up a line of defense. Is that okay if we play my way? See, I believe the way you do things suck. I think it's wrong. I'd rather sacrifice a division versus the corp of my family. I want you to think about line of defense, but that's up to you. Now, here's a $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, one of the $5 million mansions I obtained too, and a $1 million race boat. I got these things. Why didn't you? So are these turned up loud enough you can understand how to play? But again, you don't get this until you get about $5 million of money, okay? You don't get all those goodies yet. So understand, I like to make you a corporate millionaire, if you allow me to. Add you to my system, show you I got that $1 million house too. That's worth $5 million. And what's your goals today? So let's think. Have you had money before? And you spend it, you kind of pissed it away and went bye-bye? Why don't we write down credit, loan, and money? Let's take $100,000 and put it in the corporate bank account. Well, you don't have it. Let's take it off of a card or a line of credit. Your corporation is going to do what I want it to do. It's going to manage a franchise. It's going to manage an apartment complex, all managed by a third party. You're going to create a line of defense. Is that okay? If we do it my way? And then you're going to build financial freedom. And you're going to start building residual income, $10,000 to $100,000 a month. I mean, come on. I had 19 houses when I was 17 and a half years old, going to auctions and having fun. Now, what did I do? They told me I couldn't get number 20. I heard no. I don't accept it. So I transferred my properties to the division process, and then I got number 20 and on and on and on. See, understand something. You have to learn how to play the game, and you learn to win. When I was 17 and a half, in the back of my mind, I needed $1,000 a month. And that's what I focus on. How do I get $1,000 a month automatically? And then from there, I can free up my time and do what I want to do. So when I wrote Winning the Game of Business, and on page 6, paragraph 3 says free up your time, cash flow, free up your time, I'm the one who wrote that in the beginning. Is that okay? So understand, you need $100,000 of cash credit for you, the corporation. Okay. National average is 10%, about 10 grand. Through me, I give it to you for $39.99. You get to save 70%, actually 60%. You can call the office and pay the other price because they make a commission. That's okay too. Either way, as long as you get the line of credit. Now take a picture of Zelle. Ray Reynolds, recipient, Ray Reynolds. All right, Ray at racecredit.com. It's always Zelle, and write down RW when you Zelle. Now, some people don't want some type of real estate or a franchise. So let's do what I did. I took $50,000 of credit to start in the beginning, and I loaned it out 5 people, $10,000 apiece. I invented wholesale blocker, I invented basically chattel mortgage as well. And so here what I did is I took $50,000 off a corporate credit card. This is borrow money, not tax. I'll get to write it off anyway. Loaning out to 5 people, I created residual income of $2,000 a month. Just collecting money. If they didn't pay, I got all the goodies. So I want you to focus. If you don't want a franchise or a piece of property, let's loan out some money privately to get $5,000 and $10,000 a month. The S corp almost pays tax anyway, so we get to play. Now, if you had a copy of my book called Buckets of Money, it'll show you the matrix that I put in there. I was showing what I was doing. I created $190,000 a month. Then I created $661,000. Then I created $1 million friggin' dollars a day. Isn't that fun? See, you got to learn to play with me a little bit. So for 45 years, online or in person, helping people like you. Now, understand, I got this new event coming up. We're going to take 3 days and build the foundation of residual income. It's a holiday weekend. You're going to be bored Friday and Saturday and anyway, and Sunday. So you get to play. So this means if you want, you get all classes for 90 days next year in specialty. And on top of that, $50,000 of bonus cash credit. What is our goal here? The office is selling for $29.99 a day. If you did it today, it's $19.99, simple. If you did this right away. Now, what is our goal? Foundation to get what? A Wendy's, a restaurant, a Jack in the Box, McDonald's, and property. We have to build a foundation to create residual income. It is a Zell. If you did it now, I'll call the office. Then you spend $29.99. I got to pay them a commission, so it's $1,000 more. You decide where you want to spend your money. From here, we have a problem. What's the problem? You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're running out of time. A corporation and divisions have to be 2 years to get a line of credit at the bank. File it, and now, what happens come January 1st? You're on the 2nd year. So I want you to write down 2 things. You ready to write it down? You get your tablet and pen. Number 1, do you want to enhance your income? Write it down. Or would you like to replace it? Write it down. Circle which one you want, because I'm going to get you the goal. Simple. You're going to have to do one thing. You're going to have to get your hands dirty. Your biggest problem, you keep hiring people to do shit for you. I'm sorry, if you don't look behind the curtain and learn to do things for yourself, you're going to be as dumb as you were the day before and the day after. You didn't learn diddly squat. You got to understand how to play. Every time you look at Tickety Talk, Google, and YouTube, ask yourself a question, all that blah, blah, blah. What's in it for me? You are the most important person to your life. Let me get you past go. I did the flippity dippity doos. Like I said, I had 19 properties at 17 and a half. The buyers were liars, the agents and the brokers too, the contractors too, and the subcontractors standing at Home Depot. What happened every time? They're all trying to steal my money. At 21 years old, I decided to become the bank. Now, I don't understand why you sold a car or a property. You didn't decide to be the bank and carry the note for 10 to 30 to 50 years. I don't get it. I don't understand why you didn't want to play my way. But again, what did we do? Let's take an apartment complex. Let's dissect that sucker. Let's split deed it. What do we get to do? The assignment of mortgage. You see, if you look in the real estate system I developed, Homestead Block or UCC1 Chattel Mortgage, it's in there. I invented those too. And Financial Series, buckets of money, become the bank out of Nevada. Wow! Since I sold more Nevada Corps than anybody on this planet anyway. And there's the assignment of asset. See, if you want to play for real and get to million to billion like I did, let me know, because I want to show you how to play. Did you know there are in 14 states properties are under $100,000? Now, here's the thing. You can do Section 8, so it always get paid even during a pandemic. Every real estate office will lease them out for you. What is your goal? They want $5,000 down. Let's put it on a card. We get to play, write a check. What are you creating? Residual income. So it's like these properties are brand new, 75,000. Okay, so 5,000 down. Would you like 3? Your whole goal is you screwed up. I'm sorry to tell you, you screwed up. You did not create residual income, and that's the biggest mistake in your whole life. So understand. All right, my goal is to make you a corporate millionaire and a money making machine. So if you want to sell on Amazon and eBay computers or something $1 million worth, you don't pay about the 90 days. I wrote the rules for that too. It's kind of fun. But again, Amazon and eBay sell things now, and then they pay you. You have to bill them in 90 days. So if you want goodies like this, remember, you got to do 5 million plus, because I like goodies. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. It pissed me off. So I had to get out of hell. So I like mansions in the harbor and having them on all 5 islands too. And I always put my name on some goodies because I got no one telling me I did a good job. So I want to look at my trophies. The Ray Reynolds University and yachts and, Lamborghinis and goodies and yachts. Oh, goody. There's a Duffy. You see, I like big buildings too, and the Lamborghinis too. See, the problem with most people, they have a bad day. They want to feel sorry for themselves. Nobody gives a shit. So understand today, it's pretty simple. If you want to feel sorry for yourself, that's 3 seconds or less. For me, you'll get 3 minutes. I got no excuses. Every time I hear some idiot say white man can't jump, that's funny. 81, I broke the record for the highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. So white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. From there, we got to have fun. Oh, I kicked out the lights that night. See, I was kicking the basketball hoop, and I kicked the door jam at 10. I got no excuses, neither do you. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goals. Don't hear no, please. Every time someone says no because they don't know how, you accept it. No, you don't accept no. Those are stupid people. There's 1,000 steps to millionaire. I wrote the, Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold it at the Bonavitch for 32 years, 5,000 a set. If you'd like to write down this diagram right here, please do. See, that's a corporation. Let's think of Bank of America. Let's look at things around you. How many Bank of Americas you see that are closed down? They bankrupt the location, wrote off on their taxes. Over 5,000 of them, by the way. How about Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo? How about Sam's Club? How about Geico? How about Cities? So everything happened in front of you. You didn't do a damn thing. You sat on your nothing. Look behind the damn curtain. It's about time you learn to man up and woman up. Don't you think so? Because it's your life. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Let me like you be a certified CFO. I'll train you how to do that too. Reprogram your brain, please. Now, I was 9.5, created my blueprint at the Torrance Library. I call my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. And that's what I did. I brought in my first million at 14.5. Why didn't you? What's wrong with you? Are these not turned up? See, I think you're treading water and playing it safe. Here's 5 things I need you to write down now. You ready? Number 1, you need a 750 score. A real one. Okay? You don't need Care, Credit, and First Premier. You need a real one of these suckers that I do every day. Pretty simple if you let me play with you. You need basically a corporation with 30 divisions, at least 26. From here, all right, cash, you need $1 million cash credit. This is borrow money and you can write off the interest rate in the credit card. You don't steal from your family. That's called stupid. Nobody's stupid. Are they stupid? I don't understand. You need $1 million of division money as well. And then you need supply and vendor money. Did you write it down? These are a must have. You got it so far? Now, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. I've been giving corporations for free for 45 years. You just got to pay your little filing fee. I'll build either one of them, and you're going to stop bringing the pain home. We're going to do it my way. We're going to put our ducks in a row, and we're going to repackage you my way, because I think your way sucks. Sorry, but it's true. I incorporated some presidents of the United States of America and rich and famous people too. Wow, but what did you do? You had your kitchen table meeting. You said with your family, I'm going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody. With your friends and family. Then you jacked them up, dropped the score, got stuck. Hell, couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and family in a freaking corner. That's not acceptable. That's called stupid. And you're not stupid. Then you hawked your damn house. Knock it off. Never bring the pain home. It's man up, woman up time. Got it so far? So understand. Write down today's date. Project 90 working days. You're going to see it, believe it, go get it. You're going to get knocked down 1,000 times. You're going to win 10. Are you willing to fight for what you want? I fought to get out of hell. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free at my time. I needed my 1,000 a month. Then I did it again and again and again. Your goal is up to you, but you're in your own damn way. I got to die 14.5 years ago. It sucks. My whole life says, oh God, why? I'm worth millions and billions helping people 6 days a week and I got to die? That kind of sucks. Ruined my whole day. Well, my wife told me right at the office he's going to die. He's in a coma. Here's Ron over at the office, a One Technology Drive, Urban Spectrum, 22,000 building, 22,000 feet. He's there with the U-Haul truck stealing my books and CDs. My IT guy's selling my damn websites and phone numbers to a damn porn site. Do not call the phone numbers. Now, if you want a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, you can get it at the office for $4.99, or if you Zelle today, $99 through me during the webinar, you get basically shipped to you, handle shipping and handling for $99. Click again, Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com, or just put RW when you Zelle. Now, starting a business, I mean, come on. Are the people around you going to knock you off the cliff? They're going to catch you, you're going to die. Hold your breath. Now, I have a problem. I have several problems, and you got to learn about me. I rhyme all the time because both sides work. In 6th grade, I write with both hands and talk at the same time, not possible. And they said I was retarded. All right, I thought they were stupid. So having an IQ of 203 and total recall on most things kind of pisses people off. What do I care? Now, at 2.5 years old, I had to get up at 225. If not, the abuser would get me at 230. So ever since then, I get up at 225 and look in the mirror every day. I got to put myself in check. Don't you do that for you? You go tell your friends and family you got an idea. Oh, goody. You ever notice they interrupt you when you want them to encourage you instead? They're going to tell you how to do your own idea, and they haven't done diddly squat. Does that cloud your direction? Probably so. So let's understand today. July 4, 2009, I got 3 yachts in the backyard, and then I get to die. Ruined my whole friggin' day. I get to hear the tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to take out my heart and take it away. Well, then Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. My wife's falling apart. So what I get to do? Now, I'm God's example. I'm one of them. You're probably that too. So I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. A lot of shitty people. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. I got no excuses. Neither do you. So I'm really one of God's true examples. So let's understand. You're here today. Because you're here, I have to believe in you. And that's important to me. Because I think you really are lost and you're stuck. Let's get you past go. So this means very simple today. Every step of the way, I'll hold your hand if you allow me to. If you fall down, I'll pick you up again. And the reality is I'll get you to past go. The bottom line is you'll fall down 1,000 times and win about 10. Now, I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I got 39 books ready to go. Bite your tongue to love longer. Men have to learn to shut up because when they go blah, 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 women are like tape recorders and they don't forget anything. Then I had to add another chapter of this for my wife and my daughters. They got to bite their tongue to love longer too. How about fight the monster within? How about bullshit and pay the bills? Fighting through the pain. See, I believe you're all stuck. Let's get you past go. Let's show you some real Lamborghinis and Duffys and mansions and white men do jump. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. Just a couple things I obtained. Is that okay if I obtain some things that'll help you get your own too? I call it Ray's Rules. So let's get this past go. So understand my blueprint when I started at 9.5 years old was always called see it, believe it, go get it. Is that okay? Now, credit repair, sorry, I'm going to tell you flat out it's a fraud. They have a magic wand. That's BS. I love this one. Oh, you got to have 1 to 5%. Well, they'll shrink your limits and won't get more credit. That's called stupid. We can remove everything. That's not true. The Federal Trade Commission says you can't even collect money up front these rip-off companies, but they do it every day. Kind of sucks. How about the Credit Repair Organization Act? You see, all you got to do is understand. You can Google Section 611 today and find out what you can do for yourself. From there, you got to do one thing. You cannot be a crook and rip off your creditor. You got an open collection account and negotiate the damn debt. Now remember, Thomas Raymond Woolridge was TRW, the report's wrong. I trained Yarborough and I got to play in 96. They basically what? They bought him out. And when I drew the first one of these, it was good, fair, or hell no. These 2 cards here will balance your score. They don't affect your credit at all. And the bottom line is you can charge them up to $1 million long time as you maintain a payment. Here's the thing. By the time I'm done with you, you will have a 750 with the rules and tools. You won't screw up anymore. Is that okay? All right. So what do? We negotiate any open collection account. That's what you need to do. All cards should be at 25, 29% but 2. And the rapid refresh I invented 39 years ago. That's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Got it? Because we're not stupid. Half the world is freaking lazy. The other half to be a little crazy and go get it. Let's give you 25 steps today. Intuit Credit Karma. They got bought out by December 3rd, 2020. Oh, goody. Credit Karma was indicted 3 times, okay? So understand there's no phone number to help you, sorry to say. Now let's understand, all right, simple from there as we play. If you're a member of LifeLock, all I can tell you, they've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. All right, they say they're a crooked company. You might want to check it out, but that's up to you. As you play, what I like to do is obtain your credit reports today. I like to show you exactly what you can do for you. All right, when I analyze you, what you can do for 90 days to get your score to a 750. Now, I'll call your case number at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time on a Saturday when I have 10 classes, all right, in rotation. Here's that SS5 you never paid attention to. Neither did Mommy if it was 71 on since Nixon took the gold standard out. This means this is an SS5 form. Name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above. So you took an SS5 form, you or Mommy, and you got an SSN for the 1040 tax return. Because of your lack of knowledge, you don't know how to play. Now, look at the Social Security card you have in a personal wallet today. It's not even yours. Most of them say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and do not use for ID purposes. And a bunch of idiots did, so the whole world uses that today. It's Property Assessment Administration, not you. So you use the SSN for the 1040. That's for the tax return. That's what it was designed for in the first place. And when you got your first job a long time ago, where's my money? You thought they ripped you off. What did they do? The IRS gets your cut. You get the leftover. See, because you didn't look behind the curtain, you're a duck and a sheep. And that kind of sucks. Why don't we write down irs.gov and 1244? And let's find out how you can file a single tax return with you in the corp and almost not pay tax again. Will that be okay if you learn to play the game and win? So the SS5, let's compare SS4. So let's look at the form one more time. Legal name of entity or individual person. Banks, grocery stores, and cities file bankruptcy on locations every day. We can put your name on line 1. Did you know the form allows banking and credit purposes? It's fun, 1 per entity. You didn't allow yourself more than a second chance. Why did you allow yourself to be a duck and a sheep? That makes no sense to me. I don't understand. So your corp, because of raised rules, gets to do 4 things. That's it. Your corporation gets a buffer tax, no tax is due to you're profitable. Then you're going to get corporate cash credit. I'm going to build you right away, and you write it all off, interest rate credit card too. And then the car's fleet price and free buffet. That's raised rules. Now the divisions, line of defense, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, all right, multiple credit reports, and separate liability and real estate. Remember, you can't take pictures and record. You got to write it down, put it here, because I say that 1,000 times. You got to get your line of defense. So understand, I'm going to build you a corporate umbrella with $1 million. Is that okay? If we play my way for a while? All right, because I think your way sucks. Now, if you play by the rules, I'm going to guarantee everything I say I do. As long as you go to class, don't fall in your what, and you don't screw things up. So that means you don't violate. I got 9 shitheads online that put me down. Not everybody likes you, nobody likes you. Out of the 9, 4 are not even clients. 5 are. If they keep screwing things up. If the devil was here, I'd help him. So they got the man up, woman up attitude. I'll rebuild them. But they violated the rules and they scratched their rapper rescore and screwed it up. All I told them is man up, woman up. Be responsible for your screw up. So I will charge you a fee or close your case if you screw up my program that I give you. Simple. Open collection account, negotiate. IRS problem. You can't play peekaboo with IRS making a mess. They have a form for that too. Step 3. Now again, everything to me is steps and rules. Here's a $100 million building and all the goodies. 1 to 750. Then let's do what I want you to do. All right, we're going to analyze your credit right away. Today, probably simple to do. I'm going to do a wrapper refresh that I invented 39 years ago. I'm going to show you how I got this person 96 points in 3 days and create green lights and block all the shitty credit he's got anyway. That's when it works on a wrapper refresh. So if you want me to rebuild your credit with you and for you, you have to go to class, not following your what. And a wrapper rescore, 750 is the goal. I'm going to charge you $999 for the classes and give you $1,000 back. Simple. So that way you can reimburse yourself. Every program I give, I want to give you 1 to 10 times your money back. So that way it takes all your bullshit excuses. I don't like excuses. So the reality is during the broadcast, I discount it, $499. All right, and you get a $500 card. Now that you know rules and tools, you should maintain a $750 forever, right? Now, if you want lines of credit for the corporation and the divisions, you need to understand the bank's 2 questions will be, how long is the bank account open? It needs to be 90 days answer. And you have a 2-year corp or divisions or both. That's called checkbook money. All right. Now, if you want to start a program into the corporation, okay, let's rebuild you, rapid score to make you a qualified CFO. If you have a corporation, that's good. I'll build the one you got, and then I'll hand you one for free. I've done that for 45 years, free. I'll even give you the office and the tax ID. You pay your filing fee. I'm going to put you in a setup class on level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time live with me. You're going to invest $999. I'm going to give you $5,000 of credit back, 5 times your investment. You invest $24.99. I'm going to give you $25,000 of credit, 5 times your investment. I want to take away your excuses. From there, I'm going to analyze, add history, and start popping credit right away. Will that be okay if you got that today? If you Zelle, you got the chance to do that too, that discount and those bonuses. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506. Use a card. They're going to charge you 5% because that's what the bank charges us. So I tell you, Zelle, now. Now, here's another problem. If I'm going to repackage your whole life, I need you to pay attention. You're on the national mailing list. You're probably a voter like me. They sell the list 412 times a year. You got a corporate and cable bill. Why didn't you call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, get off the damn list? You did it to yourself. The number's in front of you. So call it today, later today, opt out 5 years or a lifetime. The next thing we have to focus on is you, because you allow your friend and family to rip you off. Hey, I didn't let them do it. You did it. All right. And you spent thousands of crap that didn't work. So understand, you're going to write down safety credit now. All cards are sticky in the back of the card. We're going to dummy proof this. Limit of the card, 25% always, never past 29%. Got it so far? That's called a line of defense. You're not going to screw this up anymore. Is that okay? Because I'm going to tell you what to do. When I designed the first of this years ago in Yarborough, all right, it's 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The discipline's right in front of you now, so we can play. Now, the next thing you can't do is jack these cards up again. This is the problem. You jacked it up, you dropped a score, you got stuck, couldn't get any more. Why would you hurt you and your family? That's called stupid. You're not stupid. Why did you do stupid? Because you didn't know any better. Okay, so knock it off. These cards have pay-to time limits. They don't fluctuate credit at all. They're unlimited up to $1 million. As long as you maintain the payment, you'll never make your score drop below a 750 again. Got it so far? We got to get that to the high school so they don't make the same stupid mistake you made. Got it? 750 forever. Now, as we play, what happens when you have an emergency? It's simple. Or you lose your job. Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to go jack them up again and say, feel sorry for me. No one cares. So today you needed $1,000 or $5,000. You said the word need. The bottom line is go ask your friends, your family, the bank. They say no. The average person pisses away $50 every other day. This $5,000 card in my hand is $50 a month. The next thing is you need safety credit. You waste $140 a week. Is that true? That's $600 a month. Why don't we take $50,000 of a corporate credit card, write off the card and the interest rate too? Why don't we go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through? During the pandemic, using some common sense, build residual income. And those idiots that say white man can't jump, give me a freaking break. Oh, Nixon took the gold standard out. I need you to write down and raise your rules. Write it down now. Raise your rules. Write it down. Ready? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, never the corp in my family ever again. You screwed up. All right, knock it off. It stops today. Have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Step number 7. All right, very simple. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Is that okay with you? We're going to play my way for a while. Here I'm dead in a coma. Worth millions and billions, and God allows me to die and come back and help you again and more. Why, God, why? But again, Google the address, you'll find out I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas. One, I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. You see, the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down, but God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. Is that okay? Again, I asked you to write this down earlier. Do you yourself a question? Ask it. Do you want to enhance your income or replace it? You're going to have to get your hands dirty. Your problem is most of you lazy and you want to hire someone to do shit for you, and that doesn't work. You got to man up, woman up, and go learn to do it yourself. And I'll coach you every step of the way. Ask yourself every time you watch TikTok, YouTube, and Google, what's in it for me? That's your focus. Not someone going blah, blah, blah. I got this and that. Blah. All right. If they're not willing to hold your hand personally, I think they're full of what? Shit. Now, I'd like to do a millionaire building call with you. I'd like to do a blueprint. I want to talk about past, present, future. Your family. I want to make sure you have the corporation, 26 divisions, and I want you to have irrevocable trust because you got a plan to die too. Your car, hell, shouldn't be your car, it should be a division. You bought a house, it should be bought through the trust. What's wrong with you? And residual income. And you got to get cash flow for your time, what I put in my book 45 years ago. So if you want to play with me on an hourly base, okay, I'm usually $3,000 an hour, $20,000, $25,000 a day. In my hobby here, my wife lets me discount it. Isn't that fun? $250 for 15 minutes. You want $3, $5.99 discount, $7, $12.99. You want a year's worth, that's 13 grand. But if you did it today during the broadcast, it's $49.99. And you're going to get it through me anyway. So it's a Zell. If not, forget it. Now let's look at a corporation again. Oh, you got one? Oh, goody. When they sue it, they sue you. You see, it says right there, may sue or be sued. See, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid. Half the people in this world are friggin' lazy. Now, this is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids to feed. This guy needs to man up. I've been homeless before. I ate out of a friggin' trash can at 3. Don't give me that shit. Okay? I can understand someone homeless and can't work. Come on. He's got to man up, woman up. He's got to go drive an Uber, a Lyft. From there, he's got to go have a damn garage. So I go to the church for the food. Hey, I came out of a coma with millions and billions, and I was home with my kids. What am I going to do? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. All right? And understand, I got cited 3 times. If I didn't have 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions, I wouldn't have built another $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why do people stay down when they never had to? I don't understand. All right? Bullshit. So understand today. I invented division process. I am Ray Reynolds, the inventor of division process. And if you don't learn to man up a woman up, you're never going to get there. They're going to sue that corp. They're going to sue you. So if you have a division, guess what? I'm willing to sacrifice the division with no intent to do fraud. But I'll be damned if they hurt the corp and my family. You see, if I get you a tax ID, I'm going to add history. I'm going to build this Spear and Trendro and Equifax, which I've done for 45 years for people like you. I'm going to build you credit up and away. Then I'm going to line you from checkbook money. See, in my book called Buckets of Money, I show a matrix of anywhere from 190 a month, that's 190,000, 661,000, and $1 million a day. You see, in the book Buckets of Money, I wrote that one too. And my first matrix was 190,000 a month. So if you don't want to own a property or a franchise, then hell, let's just loan out some money and get the money to have what? The honey. It takes money to get honey. Look at your corp today. Go ahead. I'll bet you use your home address. That's kind of dumb. You should change it to a mailbox, etc., or shared office space. When they sue that corp today, they sue you. Congratulations, you're a duck and a sheep. Kind of sucks. Why don't we have the division process? Now, I also invented Daisy Chaining of Credit. Wrote a book on that too. We take 1 card, unlimited up to $1 million, and we get 9 more. We can actually get 99 more. And then we go get checkbook money. Is it okay if I teach you how to daisy chain credit as well? Now, you have 89 ways how to use the division. How do I know? I invented it, and I wrote the book on that too. You see, I've been around a long time to play if you want to play my way. So understand, each division is $499 at the office, $2,000 of history. No problem. From here, today, I'm going to add $10,000 of history. And what I want to tell you to do is take a picture and do this now. If it's done during this webinar, this is the price you get. All right, very simple. I don't have to pay a commission. If you call the office, $4.99 each. So 3, 6, 9, 18, and 26. You're going to need 26 divisions. Why? Profit needs 9. Nonprofit needs 9. 3 divisions of you and 5 closet division. That's 26. See, that gives you 26 chances to try and quit bringing the pain home. But again, that means January 1st, they'll be on their 2nd year. It's a Zell now, and you put RW in your Zell. Now, let's understand, you can call the office, 800-254-9506. Use a card, They're going to charge you 5% more. I like goodies. You like goodies? See, I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. It pissed me off. I didn't like eat out of a trash can. I thought that sucked too. But the reality is I like the goodies. You like goodies? I got to ride with Neil Diamond twice and sing Holly Holy and Red Red Wine. Simple. But you don't get these kind of goodies until you get 5 million. Now, I'd like to get you $1 million of cash credit cards, now to 5 million of checkbook money. Is that okay? So if I rebuild you here and you get the 750 like you do every day, kind of fun, then over here, we're going to get the green card, unlimited, 100,000, and then the two, 30,000 each. That's 160. Oh, times 9. Is that $1 million? Wow. Oh, the blue one. That's B of A times 9. All right, Wells Fargo times 9. How about ink times 9? How about gold times 9? We get up to $5 million, but then we have to focus on checkbook money. See, every bank will say if you have a 2-year corp or a division or either one or both, they'll give you up to 150 unsecured. Would that be okay if we get a bunch of money up to 5.4 million? These are my 5 favorite ones. Pretty simple to play with, but it's up to you. If you want to play, we'll get you past go. So understand, I got specialty classes too. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years online and in person. I don't know where you've been, but it's about time you learn how to play. These classes are in rotation at 8:30 every Saturday morning. From there, I want you to understand what we're going to do. We're going to take corporate credit, borrow money not taxable. All right, we're going to invest it into a business, and you're going to buy your lifetime income. Is that okay? We do it my way for a while and create residual income, which I did as a little kid at 17. But the reality is going to be up to you. There's your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Ultimate goal. Let's pretend today I wrote you a check for $1 million. What would you do? You put it in your personal account. That means you get to keep $375. That's it. The rest goes tax. I would have told you to put a division of you. That way you leverage it to $15 million. Pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, how much tax gets paid? Again, you have the United States of America Incorporated. Let's understand. Let's pretend you won the lottery today. Okay, now what? I would tell you to put the money in a division of you. You're a CPA and attorney. Well, you don't have a bank account and a tax ID in your name. Tell them to go away. You're going to have a division of you. They're going to go, what's that? I'm sorry, they don't know diddly squat. They know how to get the retainer and milk your money out of your pocket. We're going to take and sit down with the banker. You're going to deposit into the division of you, and you're going to say, I want a line of credit off my money. You're going to create manageable debt. Borrow money is not taxable. And what you're going to do is create it to millions and billions of dollars and never piss it away again. Is that okay? The United States of America Incorporated. There are 50 corps, states, cities, corps, Chapter 9 bankruptcy. They have bankrupt 11 cities so far. You could have played the same game and not brought the pain home as long as you have no intent to do fraud, but that's up to you. So let's play. Google bankruptcy today. Let's see. I get to bankrupt my family and hurt the family and screw up and basically not man up or woman up, or I can man up and woman up and be a division or a corporation. Who do I want to hurt? None of them. But I'd rather hurt the division of a corp than my family, wouldn't you? Why did you bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand. So I add you to my credit system. And what do we have to do? Build you $1 million of credit. As long as you go to class, don't fall in your what. You got to realize, beat your doubt, run your race, and do it my way. See, I think you're stuck. Let's get you past go. Very simple. Mansions in the harbor, race boats and yachts, got my name on them too. Helicopters, U-Docks, and what? Lamborghinis and buildings too. In the future, I'm going to want you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box and mail an address for more privacy. Let's look at your car today. I'll bet you went to the dealership and let them sweat you for 5 hours. They treat you like a duck and a sheep. How'd it feel? You got 9 inquiries, you lost up to 20,000. That's not how you buy a car. A car is simple. It's fleet price, tax ID division. Now, if you get a house and you put 2 people on the loan, I call that dumb. And the reality is if you lose the house or car, they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. That gives you double shitty credit. That sucks. See, the house should have bought through the trust, and the car should be a division of a corporation. Now, I'm watching this guy on Tickety Talk. Oh, goody. Yeah, you can write off the car. No shit, Sherlock. A business transaction, you can always write it off. The problem is not writing it off. The problem is in a bumpity bump. See, if the registered owner is a division, the division's the duck. Don't you see all these bloodsucker attorneys everywhere you go? They want to sue everybody. Why don't you plan the problem? All right, that's the most important thing, to protect your assets. So every property you get should be a division of a corporation, because you don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up. Your house payment offsets your taxes. Amazon, they didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Now, why would they pay tax? That makes no sense. So what happens? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. We watched this guy use lines of credit by Twiddler, Twiddly-dee, Twiddly-dum. He's the one who screwed up. X marks the spot. What kind of dummy does that? But he's got money. Oh, goody, in the spaceship too. All right, the reality is, guess what? Two other guys have spaceships too. All right, who screws up $44 billion company and calls it X marks the spot? Called stupid. I don't get stupid, to be honest with you. But the reality is, you can basically join the club and you can win the battle too. Step 15, is that okay? Run your life through a corporation in conjunction, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck's taxable income, right? So you pay with the leftover, what, the car payment? The gas, registration, insurance? Y'all know, please. See, you should be driving a company car like I do and write it all off too. But again, why don't we go to irs.gov today and get an SS4 and find out I'm telling you the truth. It says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to do that. Why did you choose to do that? Number 18. Now, here's Mama. Ever since 71, she did the SS5 for the baby, because Nixon took the gold standard out and no one paid attention to the damn form. So understand everything to me. When you buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, that's called stupid. They sue you, they screw you, they take it away. When you die, get stuck in a probate and your family got diddly squad. When you hire the contractor that hires a subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot, good workers, but when they cut corners and slip and fall and sue you and screw you up too, my way, they get diddly squat. Why don't you look at your irrevocable trust today? That's step 19. Is that okay if we play my way for a while? Because I think your way sucks, because you didn't get to million to billion like me. We get to play. Now, if you're a crook, you don't file tax returns, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes did it. He listened to his idiot attorneys in Beverly Hills and CPAs. He ruined his life and his career, I believe. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine. Kind of sucks. So remember, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, they have a phone to fix you too. Step 20. Now, Richard did the same thing. Why? All he had to do is leverage that money to 15 million. Instead, he pissed it away. He went to prison 3.5 years too, and 10 years probation, and violated that too. So understand today, if you want to save 70%, you're going to buy at wholesale pricing. They're going to bill you in 90 days, and we close an escrow. We get to leverage it to 15 million. We don't pay a bill up to 90 days. We build a line of defense, and we get to play step 21 called blackjack today. Is that okay if we play my way for a while? So let's understand. Now, here's my office. One Technology Drive, or Run Spectrum. Google the address. I'm where millions and billions happen. People at locations in different states, up to $1 million a day. I come out of a coma and everything I had was gone. They stole it all. What am I gonna do? Got a wife and kids. See, feeling sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. Wedding ring, Rolex necklace, bracelet. I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. You bring the pain home. That's not acceptable. You need 3 divisions of you and 5 closet divisions. Write it down. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I would have been stuck like you for a while, and that sucks. My way works. But again, that's step 22. 1,000 steps to millionaire. I put in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. It's over at the bottom of it, 32 years, 5,000 a set. So you want to join me this next week in the holiday weekend? We're going to set up foundation for residual income. We're going to go through all the foundation for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what we're going to do is understand giving classes as bonuses, 50,000 of credit too. The office sells at $1,000 a day, $29.99. If you did it now during this webinar, it's $1,999. What's our goal? 3 days of foundation to get a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Taco Bell, maybe a Jack in the Box, and a piece of property too. But that's up to you. It's a Zell. Very simple. All right. Now, I like boring businesses. I always have. I had 22,000 payphones. I did my laundromats. I wrote the book on that, and dry cleaners and all that stuff, and storage units and all that fun places that I got to play with as I'm building my businesses and third-party management. So I like something I don't have to run. See, when you run a business, you're an employee, and it sucks. Okay, so you get all the things on your life and on your back. So if we turn around and I build you $100,000 of credit, cars and checkbook, you invest $40,000 in one of these entities, your residual income should be $3,000 to $10,000 a month. 100,000, it should be up to 45,000. 250 should be $75,000. So we're going to focus on a business that should be ran by third party. Let's look at a piece of property. They want $3 million. They have it all leased out. What do? They want 10% down. Lines of credit. What do we get to do? We get a new loan. Now we have what's residual income. But here's your problem with you. You think $13,450, you're done. All it takes is one shitty tenant to slip, fall, sue you, and screw you and take it all away. That sucks. So the liability is on you. If you reverse that and you basically split deed each unit and be assignment of mortgage, now you became the bank, $76,800. They can't sue you, being sue them if they don't pay. There you go. Real estate franchise storage units. I have a 3 month, 6 months, and a 12-month program. All right, luckily I'm almost sold out, so I can stop talking about it again. From here, you should own it, not run it. Would that be okay? See, when you go to the expos, it's like, which one do I pick? It's like a deer in the headlights. So here's 3 locations, 125, 63,000 a month. Here's 47,000, 30,000 a month. Here's an opportunity because the man died, God rest his soul. Wife needs to sell it right away. From here, here's a Wendy's. Here's a Jack in the Box that even train you. And what do we get to do? Use residual income, the money I build you. You want a couple gas stations too? You see, the opportunity into buildings, it's all over the place. You have to create opportunity. But I like to take the goal list. That's what I like to do, and break down past, present, and future. Daily list, weekly list, and the project list as well. Now understand. All right, so your goal is to understand a 3 months, a 6 months, or a 12 months program. The goal is how we build it up and away. And that's the ultimate goal, and how much residual income you should have. So when it comes to next year, your goal should be 5 million. As we play this, understand 3 months is to line you up. From there, 6 months, you should have your first unit through a division. And 12 months, you should have multiple units if you do what I tell you to do. From there, weekly payments, if you did that, they must be paid weekly, not bi-weekly or monthly, because I want to make sure the money's coming in. I don't want to find out at the end of the month you didn't pay. Simple. Here's your biggest problem. Your biggest problem, I'm going to tell you, is you. You have spent your money you bring in. All right, wrong. You should use the borrowed money as I build it for you to pay the minimum payments and build the American dream. That's what I believe you should do. Or you can pay in full as I build you the credit as well. Financing your future with monthly payments. So let's understand, there's a 3 months, there's a 6, there's a 12 months. Because next year is more about my radio and TV show. So let's understand what I want you to do. Weekly calls and classes, and a rapid rescore, push you up and away. You have 5 things you need to master, and even daisy chaining credit into millions of dollars. From here, the 3 months, you put $1,000 down, all right, and then you pay your payments, $600 a week for 90 days. If you pay in full only $8,000, then I'm going to build you literally $100,000 of cash credit. From here, if you did the 6 months, $1,000 down. From there, you maintain $600 a week, balance to be 14. The program is $15,000, and I'm going to build you up and away. You pay in full, I will build you $250,000 added to the package. From here, if you did the 1 year, simple, $1,000 down, $31,000 in payments, $600 a week. If you paid in full, you get an extra discount of $25,000, and I build you $500,000 credit. The only bonus credit is if you pay in full, period. If you don't, you make payments, and that's up to you. It is a Zell. As we do this, there's no difference between you and Warren Buffett. He did it, it's your turn. That's the goal, it's your turn to play the game. So the millionaire building call, as we play, the phone calls if you want them, that can happen as well, or you get into the coaching program. Ask yourself once again, do you want to enhance your income, or do you want to replace it? You have to circle the one you want. That's the goal we have to go after. From here, you get to fight. You got to get your hands dirty. You got to master the future, and that's what's in it for me. There's your goal. Corporation may sue or be sued. Divisions are a line of defense. It's the only thing you're willing to sacrifice, never the corp and your family. Divisions up to 190,000 a month. That's to show you my first matrix there. But again, it's up to you. Maybe you want to loan out money. 89 ways how to use a division. Each division, 2,000 of history. Very simple. Usually $4.99 each. Today, you can get 3 for $9.99. Or you can get that other program as well. Zell. So as we play, you can always call 800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? See, I didn't want to lose my family. When I finally got a wife and 6 kids and 10 grandkids. Corporation, they could sue that and sue me. Division process is how we all get checkmate. That's the goal and play. So understand, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, making millionaires into corps and divisions, and training people to be a certified CFO. What are you willing to lose? You see, never have joint credit. Houses, escrow, close homestead trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. They just take a filing fee. From there, you'll pay that. Real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense. Raise rules are simple. I like to give bonus credit up to times 10 to take away excuses. You can write it all off and get the American dream. Step 24. If all you want today is a 750, okay. I'll analyze, I add rapid rescore. You go to class and we'll rebuild you together. $1,000 usually, a $1,000 card, discounted to $4.99 during the broadcast, and get you a $500 card. And with the rules and tools now, you can maintain a 750 the rest of your life. That's the ultimate goal. Corporate package, you don't have a corporation, I'll give you the articles, also it's tax ID for free. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $999 will give you basically what? $5,000 of credit back. 5 times your investment. $24.99, $25,000 back. And then you get 5 times your investment of that. Analyze, add history, start popping credit as soon as possible. That's the ultimate goal. You want that package like that? It is Zell. Or you call the office at 800-254-9506. So keep in mind, if you give referrals, I'll build more credit. If you want me to sell you 10% for your referrals, I'll do that too. But they better say your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So I always give you my email address too. Remember, banks and grocery stores, they bankrupt locations. They don't bring the pain home like you. They write it off on their taxes. You can stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. You can look behind the curtain. We can stay safe and strong. We can do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, what I offer today is Zell, or call the office at 800-254-9506. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.